Well, magic number 3. The Lakers are officially locked into the 3 spot in the Western Conference after kicking the crap out of a team put together by duct tape, it seems, with just Jalen Green and Cam Whitmore. Uh, Pretty easy game for the Lakers today. I thought it was going to be an all-out battle because I thought that Houston was going to be playing all their guys, kind of like what the Lakers did today. But they had no incentive to win today, and it looks like they honestly didn't really care. It was basically, hey, look, let's give Jalen Green some run as the number one guy, and Cam Whitmore can go off if he wants. Maybe a little bit of Shepard, who I'm kind of pissed off with because I had an underdog bet going, and I came up half a point shy of winning. Half a point. And in garbage time, this guy's still on the floor and still doesn't score. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, whatever. That was my frustrating part of the night. But incredible. I mean, Luka dropped 39 points in 3 quarters, and he made it look like he was playing a high school team. Which, I mean, it's not too far off, I guess. Well, I mean, it is, but you know what I'm saying. He just made it look easy, just the way Luka does. He's incredible. He really is. There was a little bit of a scare, a little injury scare, which could still be a problem. LeBron kind of looks like he retweaked his groin. Let's see, his left side, yeah. And he went out of the game. He didn't go to the locker room or anything. There wasn't a long drawn out LeBron I'm hurt kind of thing. You know what's funny is I think when you look at his face and he's quick to move and like get to the bench or go to the locker room, that's when you know he's hurt for sure. If he draws it out and it's like he's rolling around on the floor for like half an hour, he's not hurt at all. It's just, and I think everybody knows that now, especially after the last time that he did it, when he ran into somebody against the Warriors and just sat there for like 10 minutes and nobody went to check on him. Anyway, that's it's just one of those things that bothers me about LeBron James, but it doesn't matter now. The fact of the matter is there's one more regular season game on Sunday against the Portland Trailblazers in Portland. Almost certainly they're going to rest everybody. I mean, everybody that's they would be worried about having a freak injury, kind of like what LeBron just did. But like, who JJ Redick swears is okay, and he seemed, by all accounts, he seemed okay. He was popping up when Austin Reeves was hitting crazy shots, and he seems all right. I think he wrapped like an ice pack around his groin by himself, like he didn't have a trainer do it, anything like that. So, so that's good. I mean, and then he's going to have a ton of rest, because the first round of the playoffs doesn't get started until April 19th. It is the 11th. That's more than a week. So, and there's no way he's playing on Sunday. My guess is you're going to have like Jordan Goodwin, Dalton Connect, Trey Jemison, just all those role guys. Maybe Reeves. I kind of doubt it though, because it literally means nothing, and it's a pain in the ass thing because they got to travel, and it's in the middle of the day. It's like 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Like no one's gonna watch this game. In fact, they should just go in the back and say, "Hey, look, you mind just forfeiting? Let's just call it and get to the playoffs. You guys can go off and wait for the draft while we actually have something to play for." So yeah, so the play-in tournament starts on April 15th and ends on the 18th. Thank God we don't have to go through that crap again. So that's over, and now it's just focusing on who is going to be in the 6th seed. And it's trending more and more to be like the NBA drooling for this matchup against the Golden State Warriors. I think there's still other possibilities. Like I think Denver's still in play. I got to see. They're going to come out with it, right? But I think it is trending towards Golden State. Let me see if I can pull this up and see what it looks like at the moment. But it could be Memphis. It could be Minnesota. Hold on. Let me get to the standings here. I hate doing this in real time, but there's too many windows to go back and forth and stuff like that while you're doing this. So Dallas has secured a spot in the play-in tournament. So is Sacramento, which I think they've done for a few days now, and now Memphis has as well. So the way it's shaping up, like the Lakers clinched today, they clinched the third seed, and they clinched the Pacific Division title. And this was kind of crazy because I thought about it. I was like, dude, when's the last time they won that? Well, it was 2020 when they won the championship in the bubble. So I mean, people are going to be connecting those dots there. But and then before that, they hadn't won until or since 2011-12 with Kobe. So it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a lot of flip flop back and forth between Golden State and their runs, Phoenix, Clippers, Sacramento 1 year. Yeah, so it's it's cool. It's cool to say that. I mean, you don't get a team that has won 17 championships. You don't get proud of a Pacific Division banner like the Clippers, maybe. But that's cool that they've secured that. There's no more worries. The team seems healthy. I mean, LeBron's groin issue is going to be something that gets talked about probably ad nauseum for a week straight, because they got all that time to fill. And I mean, LeBron's still the face of the league, arguably. So then you got Denver in fourth right now, as of right now, which is still crazy. They're still only a game back of the Lakers. Clippers, exact same record, 49-32. Golden State's at 48-33, and then you get into the play-in where one spot needs to be decided, which is Minnesota, Golden State, and like whether or not those guys flip flop or something crazy happens with the other two teams I just mentioned. So there's 4 teams right now who are essentially in limbo, who have no idea how this is going to shape up, but they're all going to make the playoffs, right? All 4 of these teams, Denver, Clippers, Golden State, and Minnesota. It's just a matter of who they play first. If I'm picking, right, Minnesota, give me Minnesota, right? Because I think Denver's always scary, even though they're, a lot of drama going on with them right now, and they could easily fold once it gets tough, right? Like they could just be screw this. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't like, Adelman's voice in the locker room or whatever. By all accounts, it doesn't matter because they won 2 in a row since they fired Malone. So whatever. I mean, but the Clippers are scary as hell. They've won 7 straight, 9 out of their last 10, and they're the Clippers, and it's just that rivalry. And the fact that the Clippers would have everything to win and the Lakers would have everything to lose in that series, right? The Lakers would be expected to win, and if they don't win, it's going to be devastation, and the Clippers are going to love every minute if they can get the best of them, right? And it's very possible because the Clippers are killing it at the moment. Kawhi Leonard looks like the old Kawhi Leonard, which is scary enough. He's the one guy I've seen that's kind of struck fear into LeBron because of how he plays him defensively, and he's built like he's like a rock. The guy's pure muscle, like LeBron. It's the same thing. But I mean, there's always that. Oh, is he going to get injured the next night? Are they going to load manage it? Like, well, yada yada yada. But it just seems like everything's kind of like headed in the right direction for them, and they have the advantage of literally no one talking about them. No one's paying attention. It's all about the Lakers, OKC, and Golden State, really, because Golden State got hot ever since they got Jimmy Butler. I think it's been a little bit shaky lately, but they still won 7 out of the last 10, so they're still in a good spot. And then Minnesota's won 8 out of their last 10, which is scary too. But I just feel like Minnesota's flawed. Like I don't think they can hang. The only edge that they would have that would scare the Lakers, I think, would be. I mean, obviously Anthony Edwards is a problem, but it's the guys in the paint. It's Gobert and it's Naz Reid especially. Naz Reid always kills the Lakers for some reason. He just, and he's that Swiss Army knife guy. Like he can literally do anything out there. I think if you're gonna pick one guy in the league, like a big, that would be absolutely perfect for the Lakers. I mean, he's not the lob threat that you would want, but he can do literally everything else, and he can defend, and he can shoot, and he's just a gamer. I when he became a free agent, I was like, dude, that's the first phone call you make. But then Minnesota knew they knew how special that guy was, and they locked him up fast when that free agency period started. So, yeah, I mean, all these matchups scare you a little bit. Denver's obviously got that edge that they've had over the Lakers over the last couple of years, but it's different. The team's different, the dynamic's different. There's obviously weird shit going on behind closed doors, and who knows what's going to happen. Who knows if Jokic is even thinking about that being his future? I wouldn't be surprised in the summer he's like, I want out, or I want to go to LA. I want to go play with my homie Luka, which I did hear something um right after Luka got traded that part of the plan was going to be um but this is I mean I've this is like a hit or miss kind of source, I guess, and it's not like I'm not breaking any news here. It's just kind of all speculation and conversation. But it was like, okay, so Luka's going to come in. LeBron's going to help teach him how to take care of his body, play one more year, and he's done. And then Jokic, when he's a free agent, is going to come sign with the Lakers and join forces with Luka. I mean, it sounds too good to be true, right? But the fact is, so much craziness has happened in the NBA that you kind of can't count it out now. Any scenario seems possible, or at least plausible. Like it's the fact that Luka got traded. I think all bets are off. You know what I mean? You just don't know what can. I mean, this summer, I guarantee there's going to be movement. There's going to be movement for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if like a guy like Ja gets traded, or Zion, or maybe Jokic. Maybe Jokic forces his way out. I don't think he's that kind of guy. I honestly don't. But it could be the same kind of thing where Denver doesn't see the long term future, and they want to get assets for him. I don't think it's going to be the same kind of deal though, right? Like they're going to get a haul for sure for the best player in the league. But and him coming to LA, it's I mean, just I know I would be on cloud nine, because those two guys are my two favorite players in the league right now. Luka and Jokic. I just love the way they play. I love the way that they get everybody involved, and they do it so nonchalant, so not like ego driven. It's not all about them. They're very humble off the court. I mean, Luka's different on the court. He's a killer on the court. And he'll let you know it. Where Jokic is not. He doesn't do that. He's just kind of like, it's almost like this is his like side gig. Like that's how he goes about it. I'm amazing at this, but I'd rather ride horses. Or do the thing, the carriage, whatever the hell it is he does in the off season that he loves, which is cool. I mean, do your thing, man. I mean, you're that gifted. That guy's incredibly gifted. But so that's something that to keep an eye on. And then the conspiracy theorists are throwing out all this stuff. Well, this is what happened in Dallas, and they want to get to Vegas, and now that Malone's gone, it sets up Jokic to LA. Which it may, I don't know. And another thing I saw was Malone might be Popovich's successor in San Antonio, which makes a lot of sense. What a perfect way to just fit right in there. And then maybe they get another guy, and then San Antonio becomes in this mix, right? I thought they'd be in the mix this year, like playing at least. It's just that Wemby injury just ruined everything, which sucks. But so now the Lakers have to just focus on staying healthy. And figuring out who they're playing, and then game plan against who they're playing. Like I said, scary opponents, pretty much all of them. But I mean, like I said, if this is what it is, I think Memphis still has a chance to go up, but I could be wrong. I don't know. This stuff changes like hourly, it seems. It's just crazy because there's not much of a divide. I think we can kind of bank on Dallas and Sacramento as the 9 and 10. Maybe they flip because they have the exact same record, and Dallas won tonight, and Sacramento's lost 2 in a row, but Memphis has lost 2 in a row. They've kind of it's been the opposite for Memphis after firing Jenkins. They just kind of gone in the wrong direction. I thought they were flawed already. I didn't think they were good enough. You can't. I don't think you can be a title contending team with a guy that's your superstar that's kind of a loose cannon, and and doesn't play all the time. Like he plays every other week, it seems. He's always got issues because the guy is a super athlete and he uses that more than anything. And I think it's taking a toll on his body this early in his career. Same with Zion. The same. It's like this exact same situation. Funny how they went 1 and 2 in the draft, and everybody was wondering who's going to be the better guy. It was like Zion at first, and then Ja came up, and back to Zion, and now it's like they're both kind of in the same boat. Even though Memphis obviously a better situation right now. But anyway, oh god, it's been a long, exhausting few days actually. But I'm glad this is finally put to rest in terms of where the Lakers are going to be at. It's just now a question of who the hell are they going to play. Um, but yeah, those matchups are not ideal in any sense of the word. But I do believe that this team is good enough with Luka running the show to beat any of these guys in a 7-game series. I mean, Houston and OKC, I think, is kind of a different thing. I don't think they can beat OKC in a 7-game series. At least not right now. Not right now. Houston, I think they can, but I think that goes to 7. Yeah, and honestly, I think if they played the Clippers, I think that goes 7, and I think Golden State could go 7. I think the other two, um, Denver and Minnesota, I don't see it. I just feel like they're too flawed at the moment, right? I mean, obviously, anytime you have um, a Jokic on your team, you have a really good chance of winning, right? Especially with the guys he's got around him, Murray and Porter and Gordon. They're a good team. They're just not a great team anymore, right? But they're always scary, and they got that edge, that mental edge over LA. But I mean, so much has changed. LA is not the same team either, Obviously, Luka changes everything, and I mean, just going and covering that game in Denver. What was that like? It was a month, 2 months ago now. Like it was pretty fresh when Luka got traded, and seeing how they played then against that team where there was no problems where they were in the headlines every day, um, and they beat them pretty handedly, and it was pretty impressive. And I think that Lakers, you compare this Lakers team to that Lakers team, and this team's better. It has improved, just because there's so many other guys now that are really playing well. I mean, Gabe Vincent struggled the last couple of games, but I still think you can really count on him. DFS has been absolutely lights out. I think he had like 6 threes tonight. He was insane, and I expect him to hit his shots every time he shoots now. Every time, yeah, 6 for 8. That's all he does is camp behind the 3-point line. He took one shot that was that was inside the 3-point line. One shot. It's crazy, and he missed it. But so he finished with 18 off the bench tonight, 3 steals. So he still got that edge defensively. They didn't get much else off the bench, and it didn't really matter because the game was in hand after 3 quarters. Really, after that at halftime, essentially. Like I said, Luka dropped 39. He had 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Awesome. I mean, he just doesn't get much better than that. 5 for 9. He struggled at the free throw line, which was weird to see. 6 or 8 for 14. You don't see that, and you could tell he was noticeably pissed off at himself too. He just didn't understand why. But I mean, if you think about that, that's 6 more points. He's scoring 45 for the second straight game. That's insane. And then Rui had 16. LeBron had 14 before he went down. He only played 22 minutes. Did fairly well. 8 assists. That's pretty damn good. 14 points, 8 assists, and 4 boards. Rui 16 points, 5 rebounds. Austin kind of got going in the second half. 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. I mean, with just some incredible plays. That guy is just, he blows me away how much better he's getting with every passing game. It's just the confidence, the comfort and the confidence. He's just so comfortable and he's so confident, and it's so in your face, and everybody sees it now. It's like I think before you kind of chalked it up to maybe a little bit of luck, and maybe he's just not getting the same attention because he's on the floor with Luka and LeBron at the same time a lot of the time, right? Or even just LeBron and AD before Luka. But now it's just like, no, this guy's a real dude. He is. People brought up that whole third option thing. Is he the best third option in the NBA? I think Matt Barnes said it on the all I was gonna say all you could smoke, all the smoke podcast recently with Phil Handy, who I love. That guy's amazing. Old or former Lakers assistant coach, who's just a really cool human being. Um, and he said, yeah, he thinks that he's probably the best third option in the league. And now, I mean, I was reluctant to crown him that, but yeah, he is the best third option in the league. I mean, there's arguments out there. Derek White, Chet Holmgren, I know Mobley, I think, comes up from Cleveland, but I don't know, dude. There's maybe it's I mean, obviously, I am a little bit biased because I watch the Lakers almost exclusively, but um, it's just a crazy thing to see. Is it from an undrafted guy? That's just, you know how confident you must be to do that, to knock down all those barriers and have all those people tell you, oh, maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you shouldn't, maybe you should let a team draft you instead of going undrafted and then signing with the Lakers because that was the plan. Like he made it that way. Him and his agent, told teams if you wanted to draft him, don't do it because he wants to go to LA. So that was the plan the whole long. Because I guess they did some homework and they found out, or they found out from what they studied that Reeves would fit perfectly with LA. And it's funny because that's exactly what happened, and it's paying off like big time now. So um, I just love watching him play. I just love watching him play. He's got the Manu part of him. I think he's got a little Steve Nash in him. People. I think somebody said something. Pete Maravich. I've only seen highlights of Maravich, so I have no idea. But I know that guy was a prolific scorer and an incredible passer. So I even tried to do one of his passes once. If you go and watch him, Pete Maravich. If you go watch his best highlights or his best passing highlights, they're insane. They're insane because the guy is so creative. I even saw this thing he did with Red Auerbach, the famous Boston Celtics head coach, the legendary guy, where he learned little tricks because he always had a ball in his hand when he was a kid. He was just dribbling all over the place. It was just his thing. Like he was just obsessed with basketball. But he became such a talented passer that he was doing stuff that people even today don't know how to do or don't do regularly. Like he was doing this like a chest pass, right? But it was a bounce pass, right? And he goes like this, but as he's going down, he tilts his hand this way that you can't see because it's so fast, and is passing to the guy on the left, right? And I'm just like, holy shit, this guy, crazy innovator, man. But the one that I always want to do is like you're coming up the floor, you just bounce with regular dribble, and you see somebody on the left, and you bounce and you go over it and you go under it, and then you pass like this. And I'm like, dude, just check it out. It's so cool. I know it's a total tangent here, but just to know how crazy Maravich is. And I think he averaged like 44 in college, like some ridiculous number that I don't think he's got even close to being matched up to that. Probably never will now. But yeah, so that's crazy. All power to him, man. Keep going, Austin. That's awesome. I think you're a good dude, and I think you deserve everything that you're getting right now, all the praise, and hopefully you take it to another level in the playoffs, and the Lakers are moving on to the second round, and then go from there, dude. Go from there. Baby steps, baby steps. As JJ said, I don't know if that's another thing. What about Bob? If you've never seen that movie, Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss, amazing. And then JJ referenced that actually when I was at that game in Denver. He said it. Baby steps. It's just a funny part. You got to see the movie. I'm not going to explain it. But anyway, so until next time, guys. Later.